All right, guys. Um, like I said, I'll go ahead and give you some more instructions on the invasive species wanted poster, uh, especially for the people who couldn't make it to the meet today. This would be good. So here's the assignment. You need to open Google Slides. This right here, this link right here will give you the instructions. Um, Before you do that, please watch this video, which gives you some information about invasive species. And that'll kind of get it in your brain what it is a little bit better before you start working on this project. Okay, so I want your invasive species to come from Indiana on this project. Here's the website, but you're not going to know what I'm talking about until I show you this. So let's look at this first. All right, so for the invasive species wanted poster, there is a lot of information that it asks for. I don't necessarily need you to be super detailed. So this is asking you to create a wanted poster. If you don't know what a wanted poster looks like, it's something like this. You don't have to do one that looks this good. Just do your best. I know there's probably a way to um, copy this slide and use it as a template. So if you can figure that out, that'd be good. Otherwise, just put a picture in there. Like just put a picture, wanted dead or alive, above it for your title um, on that slide, and then fill out this information. Description of crime would be, well, you get that from this information. You got your species common name, species scientific name, native geographical location, so where it came from, invaded geographical location, where it invaded, where it's is now that it's not supposed to be. If you can find the date of introduction, that's great. If not, I'm not going to get on you about not finding the date of introduction. Um, you should be able to find how the species was introduced. Was it intentional, accidental? You don't have to do the whole explain thing. Um, Briefly, key features of the organism. So I should know a little bit about the organism. I need you to make sure you give me a description of the organism, not just this is a tree frog of some sort. Just tell me what they do, what they eat. You need a picture of it. You don't have to do the life cycle of it. So just let's scratch number 8 also. All right. And consequences of introduction. How did it impact the ecosystem? Did it impact the economy? Did it impact human health? How can we get rid of it? How can we prevent more invasions of an organism like this? Uh, are there any laws that exist to help spread this invasive species? Okay. So what I would like you to do is rather than go through all 12 of these points, go ahead and skip 8. Go ahead and skip 5, unless if you can find it, great. If not, so let's skip 5. Let's skip 8, and let's actually skip number 12 also. So 5, 8, and 12. Don't do those. Do your best to find the rest of them. I'm not going to grade this super harshly, but you do have quite a while to work on it. You have until Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So that's almost a week. So hopefully you'll be able to get this done in about a week. So I've provided you with a website, which I'm about to go through with you in a moment. So you'll need to cite that website. If you use any other websites to get information, and you might have to, you need to make sure to link them. You don't have to have 4 websites. If you do, that's great, but you don't have to. Have at least the one I gave you and preferably one more. So let's try to do 2. Okay, and then so you don't need to do this template either. You can just create a slide, copy and paste the uh, websites you used, and call it works cited. Okay, so now let's take a look at the website. So this, I've directly linked this on the assignment. What you should be able to do is just click on any of these things. They're organisms that live in water and organisms that live on land. So this has a list of species in Indiana that are invasive. Let's look at invertebrates in water. Okay, so Asiatic clam, there's this common name, and as it asks for in the assignment, there is your scientific name. And that needs to be in italics like that. That's very important. Put your scientific name in italics. The first part of it should be capitalized. The second word in the scientific name is not capitalized. Okay, so here's information about each of these invasive species. Let's look at the Asiatic clam. What about the Asiatic clam? Okay, well, here's the common name. Here's the scientific name again. So this says the Asiatic clam is indigenous to temperate to tropical southern Asia. So there's where it came from. Also the Mediterranean, Southeast Asian islands, Eastern Central Australia, and Africa. So all of these places you could list as where the clam came from. All right. So here's a little bit of information about the clam itself. There's the life cycle thing, which I said you don't have to do. Um, this actually is telling you how it got spread around right here. This tells you exactly when we first saw them in the United States, 1924. Okay, so management and prevention, this is what we're doing to prevent it. Risks and impact, this is what is happening. This is the negative impact that it's causing from coming into places where it's not supposed to be. All right, so this is a very good one. Asiatic clam, that's good information there. So let's just do one more just to get you up to speed here. Let's do a fish. Okay, there's quite a few fish here. Um, let's look at the big head carp. There's the scientific name. There's the common name. Let's get some. This one is specifically has information of it in Indiana. Let's see what that says. Okay, so the black carp are native to Eastern Asia. There's where it came from. They were brought to the United States in the 70s and 80s as a contaminant of grass carp shipments. So we accidentally introduced it, is what that is saying. Okay, so now let's see what it says here about Indiana. If it says anything, well, okay. So you're going to want to actually read through these things. I know we have a tendency and we're tempted to just skim and try to find exactly what we're looking for, but it's better just to read the whole thing. If you must try to search for something, you can always search for a word by hitting Control F, and then this little box will come up. Let's like say I want to see the word origin. There it is. There's one instance of the word origin. Say, let's see, Indiana. Okay. What does it say about Indiana? 2 black carp were captured in the Ohio River about 10 miles downstream from Indiana. And that was in June of 2019. So it looks like we first started seeing them in Indiana very recently. Okay, so hopefully this video will help you guys get a little bit of a better idea of what you're supposed to do here. Um, as far as making the slide with the wanted poster, just do your best. Do the best you possibly can. I'm not going to be too hard on you about it. I just want to make sure all the information is in there. I'm talking about it doesn't have to look exactly like the one that we did before. Okay, well, good luck, guys. I hope you are all having a great day, and I'll see you on Thursday.